Have you ever had that weird feeling like maybe you're being watched? Not just what you do, but maybe even what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's an unsettling thought, isn't it?
It really is. And today, we're going to dive deep into George Orwell's 1984. It's a novel where that feeling, it's not just paranoia, it's what's the reality.
Exactly. And our mission here really is to pull out the key insights from our source, Orwell's 1984, a dystopian warning. We want to understand why this book, written so long ago, still feels so incredibly potent, maybe even surprisingly relevant today.
We're going beyond just the story itself.
Right, we're digging into its lasting analytical power.
Okay, so let's paint the picture a bit. The story throws us into Oceania. It's this bleak, totalitarian state run by the party. And our main guy, Winston Smith, he works at the Ministry of Truth. Now, our source really focuses on how terrifying his job actually is. He's not just, censoring stuff.
No, it's much more active than that.
He's actively rewriting history, literally deleting people, past events, wiping them from existence.
Yeah, the source really hammers this home. Truth in Oceania isn't something fixed or objective.
Right.
It's whatever the party says it is right now, in this moment. It's completely fluid and controlled.
What's so chilling, and the source unpacks this really well, is that it's not just about hiding things, it's about weaponizing the past.
Exactly. If you can constantly rewrite history, then truth itself just dissolves. It becomes a tool, a way for the party to control how people see things now and get rid of the whole idea of objective reality.
It basically steals people's shared history.
Yeah, and without that shared history, you lose that common ground for understanding what's happening today.
So if the party controls reality like that, how do they keep such a tight grip on everyone, day to day? Our source points straight at Big Brother.
Right, and it's so important to grasp, like the source says, Big Brother isn't really a person.
No.
It's more like the face of the party's ideology, this demand for total, unquestioning loyalty, and this idea of Big Brother being everywhere. It just dissolves any sense of privacy.
No private life at all.
None. You're basically forced to perform loyalty constantly.
Yeah, and the source really details how far this goes. It's not just telescreens, the camera.
No, it's microphones too, picking up everything. And this is the part that always gets me. Even kids are indoctrinated.
Turned into spies, basically.
Yeah, encouraged to report on their own families. Imagine living like that, worrying your kid might turn you in for saying something wrong, or even just a funny look. The psychological pressure must be immense.
It's almost unbearable just thinking about it. And that leads us to what the source identifies as the ultimate control tactic: thought crime. Okay, so you've got the screens, the kids, but how do they actually police thinking? What does the source say about why thought crime is so central to their power?
Well, that's a great question because it's deeper than just watching people. The source points out that thought crime isn't just about punishing rebellion after it happens.
It's about stopping it before it even starts.
Exactly. It forces the oppression inside you. You start censoring yourself constantly, becoming your own jailer, really. The party doesn't just want to control your actions. They want to control what you might think, what you could desire.
So even the possibility of independent thought is the enemy.
Precisely. It makes their control total, even inside your own head.
Wow. That's where it really gets under your skin. And it goes even further. The source highlights that even basic human connection like love is illegal. That feels almost unthinkable.
Yeah.
What's the party's logic there, according to the source?
It boils down to a total monopoly on loyalty. That's how the source frames it, and it makes sense. The party can't stand any loyalty that isn't directed purely at Big Brother.
The love, friendship, they're competitors.
They absolutely are. They create these little pockets of connection, of emotion that the party can't fully control or twist. If you love someone, you might put them first, right? Before the party.
Which is unacceptable.
Completely. So those basic human bonds have to be broken down, atomized, and replaced with this abstract devotion to the party. It keeps people isolated.
And easier to control.
Exactly.
But even with all this crushing pressure, Winston, our protagonist, he starts to push back. And our source really stresses this point. Just the act of thinking for himself in that world, that is rebellion.
It absolutely is. It's like this quiet, internal defiance.
Yeah.
And the source points to his secret diary. It's not just writing things down. It's him saying, my memory matters, I matter, against a system trying to erase both.
He's literally writing his own truth.
Right. And then his relationship with Julia, that forbidden love, it's like this primal scream for human connection. It's a direct rejection of the party trying to own all emotion.
So these small personal things become huge acts of defiance.
Monumental and incredibly dangerous in Oceania.
Okay, so let's zoom out. What does this all mean for us? The source is really clear. 1984 isn't just some sci-fi story. It's a warning, a timeless one, about power and how easily truth can be, well, twisted.
Yeah, and if you connect the dots, the source argues the book is a defense of objective reality itself. Control isn't just about force, it's deeply tied to manipulating language newspeak, right? And how media shapes what we think, and, maybe most scarily, how our collective memory, our shared understanding of the past can be messed with or even erased.
Which changes everything about how we see the present.
Fundamentally.
And you look around today, scrolling through feeds, listening to things, posting, consuming all this information. The echoes of 1984 feel, I don't know, louder sometimes.
It definitely feels more acute, yeah. The source really pushes us to think about these parallels in our own world.
The book basically forces you to keep questioning, doesn't it? To really think about what you're seeing and hearing.
It's a call for, intellectual self-defense, a reminder to protect the very idea that some things are verifiably true.
Yeah, and it leaves us with this really powerful question, pulled straight from the source material, something for all of us to maybe chew on. In this age, with information flying everywhere and our digital lives being so, well, present, are we the ones watching? Or are we the ones being watched?